Dawnmaster for Saeed.
Let me out! Let me out!
Dawnmaster Welkin Glory.
It stopped glowing. Its magic snuffed out.
Dawnmaster Seed. Dawnmaster Stockhold. The monastery's notable keepers adorn these intricate panels. The reconsecration of the monastery, conducted by Dawnmaster Seed. Evensong before the Zenith Day, celebrated by Dawnmaster Stockhold. Dawnmaster Welkin Glory beckons forth the rising sun in Lathander's name. Dawnmaster Vasaid wielding... The rest of the inscription and picture has shattered away. Lathanderian monasteries of this size were usually overseen by Dawnmasters, esteemed members of the clergy.
What path lies before me? This blood sounds important. Could it still be here somewhere?
What's behind the secret door?
Remarkable that this stayed hidden all this time.
If thou readst this, trespasser, turn back, lest your life be forfeit. Lathander's light may be infinite, but his mercy is not. Return. Now. The Morning Lord's wrath awaits, heretic. Retreat whilst thou can.
Surprising. It looks powerful.
I trust that an early payment has ensured swift action. What news of the Githyanki egg? Thank you. Paying up front seems to have had its benefits. A pleasure to do business with you.
Obviously, I'm glad we didn't level the monastery with that sun cannon, but... come on! You can't say you weren't a little curious to see what would happen. I knew it! There's no shame in being curious about power. It is exhilarating. And who knows? Maybe we'll have better luck with our next weapon of incomprehensible destruction.
Thank Mistra for that. Can't say I was enamored with the thought of spending my final moments buried under 1,000 tons of limestone.
That creche would be a smoking ruin if it wasn't for us. Still, better move along. I don't want to test the limits of Githyanki gratitude.
Too close for comfort. But thanks to some quick thinking, the Githyanki creche is still standing.
Supreme Kithrak, has Vlakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
Don't trust him.
Skakek Kir Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen.
Speak. My ear is yours.
I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlakith's demise? Skaketh! I should run you through for suggesting it.
If they have not said, they must have good reason, and I won't be the one to betray them. But the one inside's chosen you as an ally, protects you with their power. That very power will be the end of Vlakith's tyranny. The prism's tenant must be let loose. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people. Lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, just still Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Lae'zel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness! You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it. I served Vlakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles, yet she names me her Sharlak. Your words carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
Lae'zel, I see Talak Magir in you, sister in freedom. Together we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away. I should go. Vlakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
Vlakith Kosivim Krashet. Only in Vlakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu's slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlakith. Forsake Vlakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlaakith. She has sinned against me. Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlaakith in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended, or so I believed. I'd never thought Vlaakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlaakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlaakith to true godhood. I don't know. I can't know, and that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism. Voss believes they are the seed of Vlaakith's demise and the agent of Githyanki freedom. And I believe he may be right. Then, when the Kithraki come for me, and come they will, I will submit to their blades. They would feed me to their dragons, and I would deserve no better. Yes, I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kithrak Voss at Cheres's Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlaakith's eyes are upon us.
I didn't expect Lae'zel to turn on the Lich Queen so readily. Wonders never cease.
So, Lae'zel's going to war with Vlaakith? Going to break her chains in Baldur's Gate? Good for her.
What will Voss have to show for himself when we catch up with him, I wonder? His intelligence may yet prove the key to unlocking the artifact's secrets. We should ensure we follow up when we reach Baldur's Gate.
There's a schism growing among the Githyanki people, and Lae'zel just took one step towards choosing a side.
So we're going to meet Voss in the city, are we? Set the tenant of the prison free? This is all very, I don't know. I like a good caper, but I'd long for a tiny bit of status quo now and again.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Trapped shadow mastiffs, repelled them with flame.
Sounds like the mastiffs are still here, beyond the light.
Spell. Continual flame. Destroy torches. True soul of the Absolute. Call thorns favored.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions. Let this be a warning. Those who defy Shah's will shall suffer darkness without her blessing. Here lies the Grand Mason, his bones and lies exposed. A pile of crushed bones of varying shapes, sizes, and creatures.
We must press forward. Let's deal with Ketherick, then find Voss in Baldur's Gate.
Yes, darling. Cazador, sired 7 spawn. Me and my 6 brothers and sisters. He always insisted we were a family, even when he was carving scars into our flesh. I was one of his first. Some of the others came years later. He was a monster to us all, but did take special pleasure in my pain. He said my screams sounded sweetest. Now that I'm gone, I don't know. I pity the other 6.
You can almost taste the sour ale that once clung to this soul's breath. He was insensible when the shadows came for him. You sense this one hid for days as the sounds of battle got closer and closer to town. You didn't even care who won, so long as it ended.
I'm exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon.
A happy, faded memory comes to you. A woman walking along a beach, holding hands with her husband-to-be. Before the shadows, there was once a house full of warmth and children's laughter in this one's life. No more. A distant memory of a man stretching his back with a groan. Another day of hauling masonry blocks done. Calloused hands work a hammer and chisel around a massive slab of rock. Months from now, a face will take shape.
Someone's marked a spot at the base of Moonrise Towers. Worth a look.
That's curious.
Here lies Gertrude the Monsoon Rafferty. She came and went like a natural disaster.
Hey! I know you! You're... Twist 'em up! Isn't that Arabella? The little girl Corgan nearly killed? Sorry. It knocks the wind right out of me. That druid idol I took? It changed me. I can do all sorts of stuff now, not just the vines. I think real hard and say some loud words and then it happens, mostly. That's who I'm looking for. Mum and Pops, I mean. When Zevlor... when he... well, there was an ambush. Mum yelled, "Run!" So we ran. I could hear him running behind me. till I couldn't. Still can't find them. But I bet you can. You'll help me, I just know it. Thanks, mister. I knew you'd help me again. The vines won't last forever. I don't suppose I can stay with you. Just till you find Mum and Pops. I won't be any trouble, I swear it. Oh, thanks. You're the best. So you send Mum and Pops there. I'll be waiting, hero man.
You sense a swell of grief. Before the shadows took her, this woman mourned someone lost in battle. You sense a matriarch's flush of pride. She will soon be a grandmother, and the child will bear her name, Maldred.
Hey, you. I made it. Easy peasy. You find Mum and Pops? Well, hurry. They gotta be somewhere, and I don't want them worrying. Then I'll teach you to conjure those vines. Can I touch your face?
No.
All these dark justiciars slain in battle. They must have a stronghold nearby or a temple.
Our hero thought but of treasure ahead, did not consider the peace of the dead. Through the dark he went creeping, and awoke what was sleeping. A new grave they dug, which he himself fed. Merely protecting my assets. I've grown quite fond of you, you know, in my way. I thought it only fair to warn you about the dangers ahead. Intrepid as ever. It would be pointless of me to try to bar you from entering. But I can set the scene, as it were. Prepare you for your role. There is a stage down in the dark upon which a great drama has suspended itself in time. Its actors dwell there still, mired in the languor of their long-tired scenes. If you, however, through the dark, go creeping and awake what is sleeping, chances are many more graves than yours alone will soon be fed. Very well. There is a creature that lurks in silence and shadow. A creature who, like me, is very much of the infernal persuasion. Should it make its way out through the very doors you are about to brazenly swing open, you will have unleashed a pestilence upon this realm. In truth, it is carnage incarnate. So if you meet the devil of which I speak, kill it. Consider no other course of action. This creature and I go back a long way. I admit it would be in my best interest as well should it remain trapped in the dark. Or misplace its head, perhaps. I should not relish its reacquaintance. Let's leave it at that. Listen here, Pipsqueak. Do not underestimate this opponent. At best, you will have the blink of an eye to strike. Strike first, strike true, defy the odds, for they are distinctly in its favor. That much I owe the bastard to concede. And don't think I've forgotten your tale, Astarion. When the beast is dead, I'll consider that payment enough to translate those scars of yours.
A fairer deal than I expected.
You wound me, Spawn. I always deal fairly, and will close this particular deal soon enough. Vanquish the beast, and all will be revealed.
It's always a pleasure to see you sauntering over. I'd trust a devil over a vampire any day. I think he likes us. Perhaps if we kill this Orthon extra bloody, he'll invite us for tea and brandy back in his house.
Makeshift Selunite graves. They must have fallen in the fight against the Sharans all that time ago.
Don't call the doctor yet. I've got potions, sutures. I know I can do this. Oh, you're a patient. This is the children's ward. Triage is back that way.
That's Arabella's father. Or was Arabella's father.
Not dead, merely medicated to ease the pain. Yes, yes. I knew these hands would not fail me. The patient is sure to recover. Not much left now. But you're welcome to look. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to tend to my patient.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Surgeon. Sisters. Zevlor. Betrayed. Ran. Shelter.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Here to see the doctor? Are we poorly? Are we desperately poorly? Oh, not so well. But well enough to wait. Join the line, and you will be seen. Be patient, be well. You're not sick. Not sick at all. Wait in line. Oh, not so well. But well enough to wait. Join the line, and you will be seen. Yes, yes, but all must wait. The doctor's hands are full. Join the line. You will be seen. Poor creature. Oh, so sad, so sick. The doctor will see you. The doctor will soothe. Down to the theater. Be swift. Be saved.
The objective of the Scalpel Sisters is to soothe. For the scalpel indeed is an extension of Shah. See how the patient reacts when I but stroke the right nerve. Hear its comfort, hear the very melody of mercy. Pray, sister, show us the extent of your beneficence. Stop. Stay your hand. for it slaps where it should stroke. We can hardly hear the patient sighs of solace. Perhaps it is our unexpected audience that makes you quiver. Come, step forward. You are no sister, but that matters none. Every student is welcome. Behold, sisters, the very face of ignorance, one who mistakes tenderness for torture. Go on, acquaint the face of ignorance with the true object of our studies.
Absence.
Absence. No other word captures the heart of Shah so very perfectly. It is the scalpel-led journey that leads from pain to peace.
A stinging truth, but a truth nonetheless.
See? What is the light of eyes but the cancer that causes one to witness the laceration of being? If light is the symptom, then darkness is the cure. For in light there is presence, but in darkness there is absence.
In light is presence, in darkness, absence.
But you, look how the succor of Shah eludes you. See how painfully present you remain. We do not wish to see you suffer so. Let us cure you.
The sisters' blades are bloodied and dull. Only the most measured hand could make a clean incision. You remember Asharan maxim: go forth and sow doubt, but do not compel it, for only the willing may know the lady's embrace.
Only the willing may know the lady's embrace. You know her teaching well. And yet these sisters must exercise their gifts, for the art of absence lies in its execution. How to proceed? I wonder.
This flesh must be flayed.
Master Surgeon's
The
will
next
is my
instrument, sister.
Hey, where's Mum and Pops? No. No. I don't believe you. It isn't true. It isn't. Get away from me. Go.
Mason's Guild. The Githyanki would call this an Ormala, an alliance of Mla.
And what is a Mla exactly?
Builders, craftspeople, and the makers of the incomparable silver swords the Kithraki wield in battle. The Mla may not be warriors, but they are no less valuable to my people.
You feel a rush of outrage. This woman worshipped Shah to the end, so why does the Night Singer's curse not spare her? An older man turns his head away in shame. His neighbors would not renounce Селунэ. Now they hang in the town square. You see a man drain his tankard in an inn as he listens to a flaming fist play the lute. He's better than his uniform might suggest. You catch a glimpse of the lute-playing flaming fist. It's the catatonic man you encountered in Last Light Inn.
There's something over there. Before me. That's curious. Curious.
Where have I gotten to? I feel not even a touch of curse.
Do you accept Shah's test of your intellect? You feel a small pulse of energy race up your spine, and a strange sensation of acceptance. Do you think yourself wise enough to be granted Shah's blessing? A warm swell rises through you. Acceptance. You are worthy. Are you bold of heart and sharp of tongue? Can you turn any and all to the Dark Lady's cause? A fiery crackle echoes in the corners of your mind. Your patron knows a thing or two about turning people. Confidence surges through you. You feel like there is nothing you can't do, no one you can't win over. The statue seems to agree and approve. An altar to Shah. It appears to seek prey and a blood offering. Your blood.
Daniel and me are climbing up a tree.
He keeps saying Daniel's name. He must know more. We need to rouse him. Good. Its music might help restore him. Show it to him.
Daniel! He's still trapped there. He needs help.
Calm. Breathe. You've been trapped in the Shadowfell for a century. Take a moment to clear your mind.
A century? You're Halsin. Daniel said to find you. You must help him. Please.
I will. But I need to know where Daniel is. If I venture into the Shadowfell blind, I will never find him.
I'm not sure I can put it into words. The landscape there shifts and changes. Lavender. Whenever I saw Daniel, I always smelled lavender.
I can work with that. Rest now. Meet me by the lakeshore. I have what we need to proceed, but I'll need your help. Be ready. This may prove perilous.
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you. We've been waiting, hoping against hope, for someone like you. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric.
It hurts.
Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the shadow curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out.
Selunite magic. Dark Lady, forgive me.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier. Well, if I'd realized, I'd have spared the theatrics. In that case, you should be able to navigate a path straight to your target. That's good. Very good. I wish you luck. The very best of it. Ketheric is a frightening man. But you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketheric himself. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketheric, alive.
A haunting face swims into your mind's eye, its instructions vivid in your mind. Nothing is more important than bringing the girl alive.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketheric will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.
Isabel, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Marcus has been with us since the start. They've been tracking us this whole time. And that was no random attack. You were the target, Isabel. They know how important you are. But they don't know about you. Ketheric will strike again. We need you to strike first. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed. Good luck.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that. Why does a man like him do anything? Power, spite, some kind of twisted personal morality. I can understand why he'd want me dead. Without me keeping the curse at bay, everyone in this inn, everyone intent on killing him, is dead too. As for why he'd want to take me alive, I don't know. And I don't want to find out. Now that we have you, I hope I won't have to. No mercy. For Ketherick will have none on you. End this.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Orders of the General. Absolutes chosen. Trusted me. Cross cursed lands. Carry the light. Ketherick. Thorn. Outside the inn, buried near graveyard, she found out. Squad captured, enlightened. Marcus Falco, raised in Baldur's Gate.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Mole would do the same for any of us. You know it.
But how do we get into Moonrise? We can't fight those shadow things.
We could. I beat up those harpies, and they're way scarier than shadows.
You know what Mole would hate more than anything? Bad things happening to us. You've seen what's out there. We wouldn't stand a chance.
But it's our job to bring Mole back.
Look at him. He's a proper adventurer. And if we got hurt, Mole would be really mad at us.
Fine. But you gotta understand, Mole is family. Bring her back, please.
First cultists nearly murder us, and now we have a traitor on the inside. Can't we trust anyone? I know. You've been there for us every step of the way. It's just all a bit much sometimes, you know?
We need Mole. Please, get her back.
Watch your back out there. If it's not the cult coming for you, it'll be the shadows. Mole can be cranky and mean, but she looks after us. So stock up, all right? Because you need all the help you can get to bring her home.
What now? No. And pestering the craftsman won't speed things up. I'm sure you would. Now, if you're done rifling through my things...
I'll be honest, didn't think we stood a chance. Not till you came along.
Reckon you're our last hope. But can't say I'm worried.
Traitors among us. A child taken. And still I can only feel relief. If they had taken Isabel too, Honesty will serve you better than charity. I blundered into their trap, and it cost. You have the honor of making up for my mistake. I trust that you will.